Ladies and gentlemen, Rousseau. Wow, I just got a new dreamline. It's so dreamy. Why Rousseau Dreamy in the Rousseau Gambit? Let's check it out. What is the Rousseau Gambit, I hear you ask? Well, it comes from the Italian game. And then you play f5. And the whole idea is that you want to deflect this pawn. Just like if you notice, this is exactly the same as the Vienna Gambit with the colours reversed, but with white having this extra bishop out here. Now I've talked about this a lot, but if this is new to you, this is what's going on. And in fact, white having this extra bishop out here ain't necessarily a good thing, because it can cost white a whole tempo. Watch. Okay, this is what you want. Right, opponent here is rated 1385 at the start of the game, right? Decent blitz player, decent blitz rating. They take the pawn, you advance with tempo on the knight, and note that just like in the Vienna Gambit, the knight can't go here or here because of our queen's knight having come out. Like in the Vienna, you bring your queen's knight out, don't you? Yeah, and he can't come here, and he can't come here because of her match. So it puts white in a pickle. What he should do is retreat the knight, not to, of course, f2, but back to, g2, g1. Okay, the only other thing that you might see is queen out here, which is actually worse because you play queen e7, unpin the pawn, and this is still on. So there you go. So knight retreats, and now, of course, the move like that, you can play this immediate d5, right? But I play this, okay, and it says white's, equal here, right? d3, very common move, very, very common indeed. You play d5, right? This pawn is defended twice. It comes with tempo on the bishop, right? Bishop moves, doesn't matter where it moves to, you grab this other pawn. And now, they take. And here I take with the knight. Taking with the bishop is interesting, because you are challenging this pawn here. But I took with the knight on this occasion. And now we have the move, pawn to f3. It looks very, very natural, kicking the knight out, right? But it is a blunder. Why is it a blunder? Pause and figure it out for yourself if you like. Well, I saw queen h4, right? So I'm thinking queen h4, look at where my knight is. He hasn't got g3, really. Because I take, and if he takes back, I get the rook. So, there you go. So queen h4 check, pushes. I mean, what else has he got? It's either that or move the king, right? So I take, okay? He doesn't take back, out comes the bishop. I get the rook with a discovered check, okay? King moves, queen comes up, grabs the pawn with another check, king comes back. I have a check here. I could have checked with the bishop. That might have been better, but no, the computer says knight g3 check is best. Okay, king moves again. And now I'm thinking, I'm kind of running out of checks, so I decide to long castle, which is the computer move. He now trades off for reasons best known. I recapture. Don't actually have to, actually. What it's saying is that bishop b4 here leads to mate in 12, as you've probably already figured out, but I recaptured the bishop anyway. He grabs a pawn, which is just silly, because now it's mate in 4. Okay? I start with giving check here, and really nothing can happen, because I've got 1, 2, 3 eyes on e2. Opponent has also 3, but the third one is the king. Okay? So here, to block the check, I just take. And the only legal move here would be queen e2, and then queen takes e2 is checkmate. Very nice indeed. And a 93.2. How about that, guys? So that's one to remember. And 2050. Boom, shakalaka, and may I say boom as well. So yeah, if you're a Rousseau player, remember that one. Remember, let's just go forward again here to this capture. So after takes, knight takes e4 is good, but the best move is bishop takes e4 by a quarter of a pawn. So it's not really different, but like we say, if you get this, very likely you will get it, and of course you are. So I take with the knight, didn't I? Yeah, with the bishop you are targeting this, but like we say, that's very likely, and then you're just in a winning position. So there you go. Nice one. Thanks for watching. See you later.